Hello, and thanks for joining us. Thanks for waiting while we got the last few things set up before we went live. You've joined us for our second session of Abbadon 13 Sales, and the adventure mini campaign that we're running through is called Shadow of the Crimson Moon. And last session, our party found out that the favoured son of the local lord had been killed by some beast in the woods, that the nearby villages and even some of the folks living in the city were starting to panic about events that had been unfolding. The party even encountered some farmers who had fled to the city after being attacked by bandits on the road, and they decided to look into the ambush and the bandits involved. They persuaded the captain of the forest gate to send a roadman with them who knew the area, uh, found the site where the caravan or like cart for the farmer had been ambushed, and managed to determine which direction the bandits had came from. Found a few of them stashing some gold that they didn't want to share with the rest of their bandit party. And then we ended off with the party finding the bandits' main camp in amongst some ancient ruins. And that's where we left off. The party were getting ready for nightfall, I believe, to ambush the bandit camp. Um, and yeah, so um, do a quick introduction of everybody's characters, and then we'll jump right in. So, starting with Ariane. Oh, I think you're muted.
I am. Thank you. Hi, folks. Me again, Ariane. My pronouns are she, they. You might know me better as the founder of Lucky Leaf Teas, the place to be for teas inspired by TTRPGs. I'll be playing Arnica, who is our group's hexing.
Again, normally I'd move on to Neil. Uh, Neil is currently advertising his Kickstarter at the moment. So move on to Roddy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hi, Roddy, an old face from this channel, from a lot of other games and stuff like that, and other streams. And tonight I am playing Sigmund the Faithful, who's the strong and stoic one, as we learned last week. He doesn't talk very much, but when it going gets tough, he's there to fight.
And Thundermouser.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Thundermouser. My pronouns are he, him. Been a TTRPG addict for over 30 years. I'll be playing Gwyll the Stalker tonight. Gwyl's 5'9", dresses in leather armour and forest greens to camouflage against the trees. Full dark face beard, scar across the right eye that extends from his brow to his cheek, and has mismatched coloured eyes.
Cool. So yeah, last session, Gwyll had scouted ahead, informed the party that there was maybe about half a dozen, maybe a little bit more than that, bandits left in the camp. We decided to wait until nightfall. The rain is starting to fall by the time that the sun sets. You can still smell the smoky, wet wood the bandits have used for making their campfire. You can hear a dog barking from within the camp. And you can see some figures moving around the campfire, casting shadows across the nearby hills. You guys were going to try and sneak up on them, so we'll start the session with dexterity checks from everybody. I have a feeling that Gwell's probably going to be best suited for this.
Well, I'm hoping so, but I just wanted to double check. We said that the dogs were in cages, didn't we, last week?
Yeah, you'd seen them in cages.
Right, well, hopefully that's where they're still going to be when we turn up.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, So, Gwill, if you would draw, you've got dexterity 3, is that right?
Uh, Dexterity +1. We're only
Yeah, yeah,
starting characters,
yeah. The
remember?
dexterity one. So you've got 3 cards. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, here we go. Good luck to everybody tonight. We're gonna need it.
12 to 14.
Pray to the devils. Grant this one good draws.
Right, draw. There we go. 3 cards. Why aren't you working? Ah, that's why.
There we go.
There you go.
And we have one of these,
Ooh, okay. Good
one of
start.
those,
Yeah, that's a 12. That is all
and
you
there's
need
a
to
13.
succeed. Yeah, so you have
Wow.
got a jack, which is an 11, and an ace, which is a 1. Because of your 1 rank in dexterity, it increases your target numbered range, so you're good on your stealth check.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Okay. Annika,
I'm
dexterity
going to
test.
immediately ruin this. 2 cards. That's a 3. And an 8. I'm 2 out.
Well, don't suppose you want to push fate or.
I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust that we can pull it. I don't know, Roddy. How lucky are you feeling
I
tonight?
don't know if you're relying on the
Yeah.
faithful for passing a step.
Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that's not the best idea.
No, yeah.
I could just roll the bones on it, but that's a spend. I'll roll.
Mana.
Yeah, 4 mana immediately off the bat, and I won't get it back because we're not in combat. I'll push fate. Let's do it. First roll. Well, I'll take another 3.
Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough.
Arnica standing behind a very thin tree.
Okay. Roddy, you don't even need to draw because they push fate. That means bad things.
No, draw anyway.
Bad
See
things
if, see
will
if I
happen.
should have counted on you.
Um,
Oopsies. I'm assuming I
Okay.
gained a stress or something. At
you
least.
will gain 1 point of stress, making you the most stressed character in the party.
I mean, it fits. She's not having a great day.
So, yeah, you attempt to follow Gwill quietly and stealthily up the hill. And like normally, despite the fact that you wear the wraps around your eyes and stuff like that, the darkness mixed with the wet, slippery rocks and mud, fate is not on your side. You stumble, fall onto your knees. You try to hold in the yelp, but you panic. And then from the top of the hill, you can hear voices. That wasn't one of the dogs. Came from the western half of the hill. That you see the silhouettes quickly moving around the campfire.
Look to the rest of the group and just go, sorry.
Having
dear.
heard the message, can I try and sneak off a bit further round so that I can get to be blunt, shoot him in the back?
How it'll work is you pass your test. I'll give you a bonus card in the first round of combat
Okay.
for your first attack. To represent the fact that we've kind of caught them all. But
Yeah, very
Oopsies.
fast.
There was a rock there. I didn't see it. I didn't know. Who put that there? That was designed against me.
Get the
Oh,
bow
no.
ready, get the arrow knocked, and prepare to
Yeah.
stick it into the back of somebody's head.
Positions, everyone.
Yep.
Reserved.
But
Reserved at first.
are you guys wanting to keep the same positions that you had last session for combat?
Yeah, I'm hoping to be staying at the back.
I might. I'll stay in aggressive and move to reserve if I have to. So I'm feeling like I
will
might
be
have
down
to.
Reserved.
We'll trade places.
One of my skills does require me to be in aggressive, so if I want to activate that. But
Oh, okay. Cool.
I really want to activate that once I've taken damage.
Yeah, knowing about how dangerous
And
the
Andy
dogs
knows exactly
are,
what
that's
skill
gonna
that
be my
is.
target.
Yep. So we're going to do initiative.
Dum-ba-dum-bum.
Draw.
Add these bandits into the initiative.
Why do I roll high on initiative? I don't need it.
Well, at least I'm not the lowest this time. Hooray!
Hooray! The Stalker curse is broke. I mean, it was fine the first time, so it might
Yeah,
come
the
back
second
around
time it then
again.
hit.
Yeah, it needs to build
You
up.
always get that first round and then
Yeah, you get one.
it falls off. 7, 6. She is not just a regular poacher, she is a
Oh.
special. She doesn't have multiple actions though.
She's not one of them.
I think we should kill that one. She looks special. Don't ask me why I think that.
Oh, she's going to be a unicorn in a minute, hopefully.
Oh my.
Okay. So we are starting with Annika.
All right. Well, boy. I mean, second verse, same as the first. I'm going to drop a frailty on that person with the hound.
Okay.
And then I suppose I'm going to stab the person trying to kill me. Just two. Yes,
And then you're going to try and
so aggressive +1, and then +1 accuracy on my sickle, so 4 cards, yes?
Yep.
Righto. Okay. Well, I think I got it right.
You're looking for a 13. Straight up 13.
Ah, well.
It's a lot high cards.
Like 3 face cards in the first few draws.
Yep.
Ah, well.
So, yep, you swing your sickle. This bandit quickly kind of jumps back, avoiding the
I'm
blade.
still like half on my knees from where I slipped, so it's kind of like a rising slash, and it just.
I'm going to be aiming a shot, please.
I'll take you down to. You sure you want to take an aim shot? Because it'll drop you below the Houndmaster.
Oh, blow it, sod it. We'll just shoot the Houndmaster. Let's go for it.
So, you do have a bonus card because you didn't get caught sneaking up on them. So you have 3 cards.
3 cards. Okay.
3 cards, and you're looking for 11 to 15.
I'm just gonna pull the plaster off.
Nice. A 3. And a 10.
Okay, you've got a 13 in there.
13 in there, yep.
So what's the lowest damage on your bow?
Lowest damage, I believe, is 3. I'm just double checking that to make sure that I've not scuppered myself.
Gratified by the fact that at least someone's hit.
Yep, 3 is the lowest.
Yeah, and you've got 1 in dexterity, so you get to add +1 to that. Okay. Yeah, you let the arrow go. It strikes the woman at the kind of near the top of the hill, holding this dog that's barking and growling tightly by the leash. And now it's her turn. She is going to release the hound.
And this is where it all starts to go wrong.
Instead.
Okay, well, you need to give me a reaction to it. You've not got a shield or anything like that, so you've only got change. You are looking for 12 to 14.
Right. One of the things I'm going to actually ask about for next Pervice in this game.
No. There are some enchanted items and stuff that you might find that will give you defensive bonuses. Some of those might. Yeah, okay, you got a 14, which is enough for you to succeed. Which means she's going to do a little bit of damage.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, you haven't been hurt yet.
You'll get a little bit of damage, but you won't get any.
You'll be taking 4 damage minus your armor rating.
Right.
Just
which
little.
That is 2.
Oh.
So
Ah.
that's just 2 points of
2
damage.
points of damage. The dog runs at you, it tries to chew at you and pull you to the ground, but you manage to fight it off and it scampers back.
For bandits, they train their dogs very well.
Mm-hmm. The other bandits. The one in close combat with you, Annika, is going to. You've also got 2 cards to defend yourself with.
Let's hope. That's a 7.
Oof. I mean, I hate to do it, but I just have to. I can't get hit again.
Ooh.
Enjoy your Joker.
Uh-oh.
I had to do it.
So presumably you're going to play as a king of spades.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so you can get rid of 1 point of stress.
Ooh. I'm no longer the most stressed.
You still are, because no one else has him.
You make a fair point. I am still the most stressed, but less so.
And you can you also get to counter attack for 3 damage.
Hooray! I made up for missing the first time.
On the reserve side of things, the first bandit going to go for Sigmund.
Yep.
You've got 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
That's because I've got a shield, I believe. Does that?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're also in reserve. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in reserve, yeah. So 4 cards. Card 1. There's a 2. Start strong. Card 2.
A
Also a 2.
Third 2,
Card
third
3.
2, third 2.
Oh,
My king.
King of Hearts.
Less funny, but more pleasing.
Well, there you
I haven't
go.
got a draw the fourth one, so that's a
Yeah.
counter. So that's 5. Going to be 5 damage. But yeah, as this bandit comes lunging at you or swinging at you with your axe, he's a him in the face. Kind of send him stumbling back.
I see that happen and just must.
But you have this other bandit coming in at you.
3 cards.
3 cards now.
Card 1. A 3. Card 2. An ace. And card 3. A 4.
8. Oh. Good push fate if you wanted to.
A decent chance with what's there. 12 plus
And
ace.
it will be it will count as the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, so that's going to be a 4 counter. Yeah, you very quickly catch this up here. And then it's your actual turn.
My actual turn, yes. Alright, boys.
Who would have thought that making the enemy hurt themselves is the most effective form of combat?
Stop hitting
Killing
yourself.
yourself. Yeah, I'm going to open up in that case with oh, my computer's having a moment. There we go. PDF of my sheet froze up for a second. I wouldn't scroll there. Cool. It's on the poacher at the back.
Okay.
So anyone that attacks her for the next 2 turns, accuracy +1 for them, and that will cost me 3 mana.
Light her up.
Mhm.
A little note of that. Learned from last time to go for bigger text.
Yeah, start out big.
Just as a side question, if the poacher goes down now that the dog has been released, does that mean the dog disappears with them, or do we have to take the dog out separately?
If you think of the dog as an extension of the poacher,
They're basically the same. If we were taking in terms of like a tabletop game, they are the same unit
yeah.
Right, okay.
basically. So like for example, there were times when I was fighting as a stalker in playtest with Andy, and the description for killing a poacher was I got 2 successes. The description was 1 arrow for the poacher, 1 arrow for the hound, for example.
Right,
Or like
good.
the
Yeah.
hound takes a hit at some point and that kills the hound.
Like
that kind of thing.
the poacher, the hound has
Or even the hound when they're
Flavor?
blasted, just runs off. Yeah.
allows the poacher to do special attacks and gives him a little bit more protection in melee, but they're the same. They share health pool essentially.
Mhm.
Cool. So they are eliminated, and you can make a standard attack.
Yes, and I'm going to make a standard attack on this guy that's in front of me.
3 cards, I believe.
I've got a short spear, which is accuracy 1.
Yep.
3 cards. Looking for 13, I assume then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have strength?
I do not know.
Yeah. So yeah, you're looking for a 13.
13, yes. Card 1. A 6.
Good start.
Card 2. A 9.
A little bit too much the other way.
Yep.
Get that middle ground.
Card 3 is a 5.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
nothing
so
there.
you're either over or under.
Yeah.
And I've already pushed fate this
You
round,
push
so nothing to do
fate.
there.
Yep.
Well, I did all my damage on their turns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to hit them.
Cool. Deal.
Come on,
Roll
magic.
20's having a fit.
Oh.
Good
Okay.
old roll 20.
Oh, that was not good for anybody.
Well, it's less good for the. Well, right, maybe not then.
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a painful round, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Okay. That dog is going to come hurtling back towards you, Gwyll, and try and pull you closer to the melee if it can.
ooh.
So, draw me your 2 cards.
Oh, God. Come on, chocolatey goodness.
Powered by chocolate.
It's a little bit too much. 17.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bit too much oomph.
Would you like to push
Oh,
fate?
screw it, might as well.
No.
That did not help.
Oh dear.
It happens.
The dog is going to knock you down and drag you into the aggressive position.
Oh, hello, Gwyll. What are you? Oh dear.
You see this dog,
Oh,
and you're going to take
nasty.
6 damage minus your armor, and you're going to take 2 points of stress.
Okay.
No longer the most stressed.
I can add the stress in for you, dude.
I've got it. In theory. There we go.
Yep. Okay. The nickname of the stalker on the ground takes a swipe at Will instead of
I
I.
hope it's the dog.
You have. You can still defend yourself. You've only got 1 card.
Might as well do it.
Finger check.
There we go.
12. That is a success.
Well, there you go. Very nice. Well done.
And it's like degrees of success, so the bandit will still do a little
As
bit
bad
of
as it could
damage
be.
to you. It's going to be 3. Oh, because you're on the ground, it's going to be a lot more nasty. So, because the bandit's an aggressive, you'd be adding 2 damage, and then because you're on the ground, you'd be
That's another
and
5.
it's another point of stress.
I might be going,
Oh dear.
people. Save me.
This is my fault, but
I know where I'm sticking the first arrow next time.
Okay, this bandit taking a swing at Sigmund.
4 cards. 5 card 2. 3. Card 3. 6. That's 14. 9 card.
Yep, that's 13. The bandit would be doing 3 damage to you minus your armor.
So none because I'm in reserve.
None, yeah, because you're in.
Card 1.
Not quite.
No?
Yeah, 12.
I need another one.
Oh, you're right.
Push fate. Goes on your turn.
All over here. Yep.
That did not help.
Did not help at all, nope.
Yeah. We have Swarm Mechanic.
This is what happens when we don't have an elementalist. I think we blame somebody next week.
Yes, I agree. Blame him, not me.
7 damage.
So 4.
Minus your armor.
4 damage. Go.
And you gain a point. Well, unfortunately for you, you need to get to your feet.
Right, so that means I'm doing nothing.
Yep.
Okay.
You're relying on Annika to.
A bad thing to rely on, but I'll try.
Yes, segment.
Yes, I'm going to attack the same guy that I went for last turn.
A 3 card.
Go. 3 card. Nice. Can make a difference sometimes. Card 2.
Yours was nice.
Not
Not
my
your
king,
king, but a king, so it's still a hit.
and card 3.
King it is. Yeah.
Yep, 1 hit.
Hello.
Yeah.
Your lowest
2.
damage on your spirit. So he's gonna take 1 point of damage once his armor kicks in. Annika.
I mean, I have to keep on. Can I have 2 instances of frailty running at once, or
Yes.
okay? I suppose
I'll
you take
take
a
it.
hit. So
We might have done
Yeah,
the
that's true.
damage that she took.
Yeah.
Hit.
2 rounds left in frailty.
really, I'm gonna put a frailty on this person we're fighting at the moment.
Oh.
I don't think we have the opportunity to be selective. And then I'm going to go for him with my sickle once again, and maybe I'll hit this time. With 4 cards, you'd certainly hope so. Another jack, a 3, and a 5. Well.
You didn't want to play.
So many face cards. I mean, I'm going to keep my push
Would you-
fate for if I'm going to die. I'll hope that someone. Oh, I wasn't built for this life. First, well,
I didn't need to use the Joker.
nope. You did not need to. Probably not.
That is different.
7. Okay, Gwell. Segment. Annika. Okay, Gwell, you.
Being in reserve. Yeah, I just remember.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
it's
think-
not.
I don't think I did say it last time, but I just remembered it there.
To know.
Yeah. Leading light hit. This is the last round for it. It's the last round for frailty on her as well.
We're gonna need to put some holes in that lady.
And then everyone pick your stances as well.
Oh yeah, you can spot position
I'm going back
at
to
the start
Start of each round.
I'll stay in aggressive then. I've not taken a hit yet.
Cool. So, yep. Well, you back up as soon as you're on your feet. Get your bow ready. Yeah, you're up first.
Yep. I think this time I'm gonna have to make a shot.
Sure.
This is very much
This
the
is the
opportunity
time.
when you're so.
Now you've got 2 cards. But you're looking for like a 10 to 16.
Beautiful.
Doable.
The way. I'll just wait. Double ace.
Oh, yes.
Guarantee it.
It can happen.
Nah. Got me.
Oh,
Been
yeah.
there, done
Ace,
that.
ace, 2.
There we go.
Yeah. That is a hit.
That'll do
The
it.
jack is minimum damage against 3 plus your set is 4. Okay. Yep.
Yep. But don't forget the frailty.
Yep, her armor's been reduced, so she's only reducing that by 1 point. Hit her again with another arrow. You hear her sort of cursing you from the top of the hill. Sigmund.
Yes. I will stab the guy that I stabbed last time.
Cool.
Yes. 3 or 4 cards again.
3.
3. Yeah, 3 for attack. It's 4 for defend because I've got a shield. That's right. So 3. Card 1. 5.
Okay. Let's get that ace.
Card 3.
12.
Nope.
Ah,
Damn.
Oh, hang on. Are they all the same suit though?
no.
Yeah. Doesn't help. No.
Yeah.
Go on. Who's it gonna hurt?
8. 8 and a 5 is a 13.
Woo.
It will count as being all hearts.
Yep.
So what's 6?
3.
Yeah, it's something. We might be able to get one of them off the board.
Not quite. Almost.
Not quite.
At this rate, I'll be the first one.
Have a
What an on down.
step by step.
Was healing potion.
Yes.
Okay. The Houndmaster is getting a little bit fed up.
Oh, you and me both.
Dragging the stalker around. She's going to unleash the hound this time on Sigmund.
Ah.
You've got 4 to defend. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Dog's just going to be a distraction so these 2 bandits can smack
Yeah,
you.
if you get knocked down, that's going to be a bad time.
Right. So defending, yes.
Yep, 4 cards.
4 cards. Card 1.
Okay.
7. Card 2 is a 4. Card 3 is a 9. And card
Well, that's,
4,
That's your 13.
that's your 13, yeah.
13, yeah.
Take the win.
Cool. So you're not going to get knocked down or dragged into aggressive.
Nope.
Take 4 minus your so you're going to take 1 point of damage, and
1 point of damage, yeah.
the hound starts nipping at your heels, being a general distraction. This bandit in aggressive is now going to take a swing at Annika since Gwyll has backed off again.
That's fair. That's fair. 2, I suppose.
Yes.
That's a 9 and a 4. Hooray!
Woo. Cool.
I'm
Fortunately,
not heavily armoured though, and we're in aggressive, so it's still going to sting.
So, it's going to be 5 minus your armor.
4 damage. Hooray!
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay, first of the 2 bandits over here. First one taking a swing at Sigmund with a club.
3 cards.
3, yep.
Oh yeah, it's only 3.
Card 1. 6. Card 2.
There we go.
A king. Not my king.
Not
but
your
a
king, but it's a king.
Card 3. Yeah. A 9.
Take it. We take
There's
that.
a king in there.
King. Okay.
Mm.
Well, that'll be 3 plus 2 for the swarm tactic. 5 minus your armor, so 2 damage this time.
2 damage. Yeah.
The other one swinging at you now, so you've now got 2 cards.
Card 1. And card 2. 8.
8.
Mm.
That's going to be the
Yep.
that you've been attacked twice already.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 9 minus your armor.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Right, so 6.
And you're going to take a point of stress.
Yeah. Right.
And Annika,
Hi.
you're up.
Well, I'm not spending more mana just yet. And I'm going to try and slash this person with my sickle.
Right.
Again. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Your health.
Yeah.
A jack
Watch him.
and an ace. So, once again, I
Zilch.
missed.
Would you like to?
Well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well. I don't. Sure.
Thinking I'm
Oh, there's 2 jokers waiting for me.
Okay. So what's the maximum damage on your sickle?
Maximum damage is 8.
Plus 2.
Hooray!
You also get rid of 1 point of stress.
Even better, it'll be coming back for me, I'm sure. Alright, well,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So
oh,
here, these 2 are going to follow you into the booth.
Yep.
I'm going to move myself into reserved, I think.
Yeah. So very good.
Yeah.
Cool. So the 3 of you are getting that before them, at least. So,
I suppose
While she still has frailty, I'm going to go for the Houndmaster. It's worth a shot.
do you have a ranged weapon?
I don't. I forget she's distant. In that case, I'm going to go for one of the people.
Hang on.
Which-
The,
Oh, it's a new round, so
yeah,
these
hasn't the
that shall be
frailty fallen
gone.
off her?
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then.
Yeah.
I'll ignore her. Which one of these fellows is a little bit more hurt at the moment?
This one.
There's one.
Then that's the one I'm going to stab or slash, or try to.
So you've got 3 cards now.
3
Switch
cards.
to reserve.
A 7, a 6, and a 4. All right.
7 and 6 is 13. Ah, there we go.
7.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you take a swing now that you're feeling in a safer position.
Why is it so muddy on this hill?
Just as you're about to hit this bandit, you slip a little bit, and your swing goes a little bit off.
I need to take these robes up.
Sigmund.
Yes. I activate Disciple's Might.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which
I'll read Disciple's Might out for everyone. For every 4 HP I am missing, increase weapon damage by 1. I am missing 13 hit points.
that's
That's
plus
3
3
points.
damage. Yeah.
That's going
Plus
to be
3
pretty
damage.
nice.
Okay.
I have to hit first, of course, but yeah.
You've got 4 cards
Step
to hit
one.
now that you're in
4 cards.
aggressive.
Aggressive. Yeah, aye. So, attack then. Stabbing with my spear. Card 1. Card 2. A queen. Card 3. A queen. Damn it. And card 4 is a 3. I will push fate.
Yes, you will.
10 and a 3, 13.
There we go.
That'll count as a 13 of hearts.
Mhm.
Okay, so what's the second damage again on your spear? 3,
3 plus
Plus-
3.
6, and plus 2 from being an aggressive 8.
Yes.
Which one of these
yeah.
two rugged gentlemen are you going for?
The one I've not been stabbing so far, actually.
I think that's
Okay.
wise.
Yeah, the one who's not as
Yeah,
damaged.
there you go. That
So
way
yeah,
can
you
have
turn
less
round.
of a hard
Sigmund now has the wrath of the moon in his eyes.
Run your spear through the more fresh-faced bandit.
Mm.
Will?
Might be some of the
well, I
content
was
that
Yeah,
you
prey
don't.
upon the people.
I was thinking about an aim shot, but seeing how who's up next, I don't think that's probably a good idea.
So, last
Right.
round you should have had an extra card, and I forgot because she was still eliminated. I'm going to give you the 3 cards this round.
Well, okay then. I'm going to obviously shoot her in the face, if I can.
Yep, so 3 cards, 11 to 15.
I have to sort this out a little bit better for myself, I think. Doop-de-doo. Dooby-doo. And a doobie-doo.
Okay. Jack's a hit. For
I remember
4
the days
damage
of my-
again.
Remember the days of my stalker when that would have been 3 hits.
That
But
was-
she's no longer frail, so
Yeah.
I'm going to take 1 damage.
damn it.
If you wanted to, you could have pushed Fate to see if you could have made a second success.
Oh, sod it, might as well.
No
Worth a
second
shot.
success. Yeah. It is the Houndmaster's turn.
Mhm.
She says no to Annika going into reserved. The dog comes bounding towards you, Annika,
Get her, boy. Get her.
howling and slathering. You've got 3 cards to defend yourself with now because you're in. Ten.
I think you've muted yourself.
Muted yourself again.
I needed more cards. I needed more. I'll push Fate. Why not? No, I already did this round. Last round?
Oh, have you? No, that was last round.
I have not.
It's not helped.
Cool. Worth a shot. Well, I'll see you all on the other side. I have not enough hit points to survive this, probably.
Let's see.
Have you got
Actually-
a healing potion you can chug?
I do, not before I die.
It's going to do 6 damage. You've got an extra point of armor because you're unreserved.
I survive.
You're going to take 4. You're going to be knocked down.
I survive for now.
Dragged into aggressive.
I take a stress as well, I imagine.
Yes.
Bad. Very, very bad.
The bandit.
You know, has options.
As options, depends how vicious I want to be.
How mean are you feeling?
Let's
Oh,
I've
murder.
been there for years, Andy. I'm very aware.
Let's just keep swinging at the holy man that he's been fighting this entire.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the
Oh.
restraint.
You've got two.
How have you steal the Joker?
You've got one card. No, you've got
That's still coming for me.
3 cards, Roddy.
Yeah, because I've not. Don't think
Yeah.
I've been attacked.
Nothing's happened to you yet. This.
Yeah. So three cards. Yeah. Card 1. A 2. Card 2. An ace. God damn it. And card 3.
I pulling it again.
Card
Ah,
9.
no. Okay.
7. So my armor is currently 2. So 5.
And a point of stress. Yeah. I have a feeling we'll be the last.
What's the then? That's the question.
Oh.
Okay. It's another point of damage for me as well. For my attacks.
Yep. You're going at the end of initiative. You unfortunately need to use your turn getting up. So that leaves Glow.
Right, if I was to do an aim shot again,
Uh-huh.
does that drop me below her?
No. No.
Right, I'm going to do an aim
Drop you
shot,
to 9 at
but
this
I'm
point.
going to do it against the wounded guy that's against Danica and
Okay.
because of a maths, but
Yeah, she'll have to fight.
Yeah.
so
You can only
Yeah.
fight in distant if there's enough people.
yeah,
there.
right. So that's what I'm going to be doing then.
Yeah.
So
So you've got 2 cards, but you're 10 to 16.
I'll tell you something. Next time when I get advanced, I'm going to have to see about upping this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And there we
That's
go.
a hit.
There's a king.
That's a king. Yeah, so that's a hit. You're going to be doing 4 damage. That is more than enough to kill.
Yeah.
She's actually going to move into reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And from reserved,
I'm going to. I'm taking the hit points or the magic points off now. we go.
she needs to. Yeah, she's going to go for segment.
Yep.
3 cards.
3 cards. Yeah. Oh, I grab the discard pile there. Card 1 is a king.
Is it your king?
Not my king though, unfortunately, but it's a king. Card 2 is a 3. And card 3 is a 5. So there's a king in there.
Okay. So 4 damage minus your armor.
It's a 2.
Okay, and then it's your turn, Sigmund.
Yeah, hold on. So my damage if I hit will be +5.
Okay.
Because I'm down 20 hit points.
You've got 4 cards to hit her with.
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, you have to hit. You just have to.
Card 1
There you go.
is
Not
a
yours,
king.
Mr. King.
It's a king. Card 2.
God, there's been so many face
8.
cards.
Card 3 is a 9. And 4 cards you said, yeah?
Yep.
4th card is a 7.
That's a hit.
It's a hit.
Your lowest damage is
So-
2. You've got 5 bonus damage.
Yeah.
And 2 from
Plus 2 from
aggressive.
aggressive.
8
That's 9.
or 9. 9 damage.
9. Yeah. Before her armor, of course, but yeah.
Cool. She's into single digit hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Now here it comes. Here comes the clean sweep. Let's go.
Sigmund currently has crazy eyes.
I'm just going to like you see Annika like glance at you after like getting up from the mud and just kind of steps slightly further away.
Yeah. Sigmund up to this point has been like stoic and silent, but right now he's like almost frothing at the mouth.
This reminds me of some of the Cathedral Guard, but worse somehow.
Annika, you're up first again.
I'm
Full holy battle frenzy.
and this time I'm going to hit
4 car.
4 cards. I the statistical odds of me missing again. We've got a 3. King of Hearts, not mine, but it's something. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a hit. Lowest damage on the sickles.
Because the jack and the 3.
That's a 12. Fair enough.
Let's forget the jacks.
Okay, so
2 damage.
2 damage from your sickle, 2 from aggressive.
You see, like, Annika, like,
Scratch!
just get
You
a bit
actually
there.
just scratched the dog instead of blood.
First blood! Oh, perhaps not.
Okay. The poachers do have a pain in the belly looking for a 13 to hit or a melee. Doesn't affect you.
You can't make us suck more, we already suck.
Sigmund, you're up.
Yeah. Card 1. 3. Card 2. 7. Card 3. 2.
Other.
Queen in a 2.
That's,
Oh, that's too high now.
that's a 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push fate. He's nearly there.
Give it a shot. Why not?
11.
No. No.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, 12. Nah, never mind.
Okay.
The final rounds get like.
Hang on, 7 and 6 is a 13. Wasn't one of them a 6?
No.
No,
7s.
Ah, damn.
the 7s. Yeah. Just gonna stab at you while the hound tries to bite you again, Sigmund. For 3 cards.
Aim for the scratch.
Card 1.
It's just a,
Infect it.
just a chink in the armor.
3.
Ooh.
4, 13.
Yep.
9, 4, 13.
Okay. So 4 damage again, make sure.
I'm going to wait.
Well,
I don't think it can go any worse than it currently is. I'm not going to get any
Okay.
lowered.
Hook 16.
Yeah.
I have
It
done
could
these
happen.
Scotland enemies before. Not even could happen.
This could be everything and it could be nothing. Okay.
I
Well,
think I'm going to have to
You've hit the queen, but you can push fate to see if you can get a second hit.
do that.
I love that energy.
Yes, you
Let's
can.
go.
Yes, you can. Ups for you. Yes, what's the 3rd damage range for your bow?
I'll just double check it, but I think it's 9. But, don't want to get accused of being a lying. No, sorry, it's a 7. The 9's the 4th one.
You get +1 from your
That's
dexterity.
8.
That is enough to the 2 shots combined. One arrow for the hound. The second arrow. She kind of slumps a few moments of life left in her, so you'll get some answers.
Well, yeah, if anyone wants to ask any questions, please go ahead. But before she actually officially goes and leaves this mortal coin, I'm going to. I think we're going to give him the head of this one because I'm assuming that's the leader of everything.
I would presume, but she looks kind of just like maybe a step up from. I don't know bandit hierarchy.
But I'm assuming that she's the leader because we're in the camp.
Well, I don't know why I look at like the dying bandit and go, "Are you the leader?"
Maybe.
That's not very helpful. She might be the leader. Do with that what you will. Do you pray to any particular gods? I could do some final rites.
She spits.
Fair enough. Understood. Your dog sucked, by the way.
I'm just like,
What's
yeah.
the adrenaline surge thing again, Andy? What do we get back?
You get
Rating. That's really
standing.
Yeah. I need to work out what that is for me. Right, so you get your HP back to you. What?
your multiplier of that orb underneath the.
You know, that's the one thing I've not written on my blooming on my character sheet.
It's free,
My
yeah.
multiplier, I think, is plus.
You've got a point in wisdom.
I have.
Yeah, so your mana one will be 4. Your health is
Yeah,
3. Your
I'll
mana.
just adjust the character.
I'm also going to knock back a health potion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, she's. The blood is pulling out of her. Yeah, you've not got long left, so.
I mean, we could ask, but she also kind of knows she isn't a clock, so she has absolutely no reason to. I mean, I look over at Sigmund and go, honestly, right now you're terrifying. So if any of us should really give the sharp word, maybe.
What does? How much life does a minor life potion give you?
Same as your modifier.
Yeah, your HP multiplier.
I think given my poor showing there, she's not going to respect me enough to give me a good answer.
I just think we turn the camp over, see what we can find.
Speaking of which, is there, just glancing back over the hill, does it seem like the ones who came for us were the ones left, or are there more that are have stayed down there?
That's the ones that came from the ruins in the top of the hill seem to be what was left in the camp. Again, you have an NPC with you. Erin.
Who handled some of the...
Yeah, she...
Karen, how are you doing?
I'll be fine.
You're better than us, sweetie.
Good.
I shoved my spear into the ground, tip first next to this bandit, and just stare at them. Mad-eyed with the I mean, it's nighttime, yeah?
Yep. It's raining, it's
yeah.
nighttime.
The moonlight splitting the trees, shining off my bald head, looking slightly crazy. Just look down at her.
The
Nice.
moonlight here, it's a new moon, so it's like a really thin
Mm.
slither, and it has a weird
Yeah.
red.
Oh, so I must look
Very
terrifying.
cool.
Okay, yeah. I just sort of tower over and stare down. You have lived a life of sin, feeding off of the others who have worked hard for what they have earned. Maybe in these final moments in this moonlight, if you help us, you might be forgiven in the next life and won't burn in the fires of hell. You've attacked caravans on the road that are simply bringing food to town to sell. Grain, you've not taken the grain, so you're obviously not getting food for yourselves. I kneel down, Coaster. Why are you attacking innocent farmers?
Her eyes widen. You can see the colour slowly draining out of her. A mixture of fear and the blood, obviously,
Mm.
rushing out of her.
And I'm like inches from her face.
Sun and Moon, forgive me. A noble approached us once we set up camp here after we fled the forest. They wanted us to cause chaos on the road.
Did you get the name of this noble?
They wore a cloak and a mask.
Hmm.
They smelled sweet, like flowers in spring.
And what was it you fled the forest from?
Beast. Despite what the rumours around the city are saying, there was no beast in that forest until after the Lord's son had died.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
That you can see the whites of her eyes as they roll to the back of her head.
Yeah. At that point, I will give some kind of final, here in the moon, here in the shine of the moon's gaze, may she pass on to the next world. And then I just close the eyelids over, kind of thing.
She lets off like one ragged breath and then still cold.
I mean, I asked if she held any faith, so really it's on her. Still,
Some people don't truly hold their faith until the last moments. She will be judged in the next world.
or
Can
they
I
hold their
ask
faith until the last moments. Goes
Can I
both goes
be
both ways.
curious? You two seem to know a little bit more about magic than I do. Is it possible to turn somebody from human into a beast?
Not by conventional magics. The Hells might have a different answer for you.
Yeah.
there's
Oh no, it's Neil that has all of the occulty type traits. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit too church bound.
I do know there are some individuals within the church who study demonology, with an aim to better understand those we fight.
Because do we know if the Lord's son actually was buried, as in somebody saw the body?
I look over
Karen,
at Kevin, yeah.
yeah, Karen said that she was there when he died. They didn't see the death, but they heard it. But
Karen, dear, did Lord Finlay have a favourite scent? An oil of some sort? Or a perfume, perhaps? Those noble types tend to.
all the blasted nobles in the city have perfumes and
Right. Not that I'm trying to accuse his good memory, of course. Interesting.
We're falling away for
I think it might have been Sir Finlay that came to these bandits.
Well, if in doubt, always ask the first question. stands to benefit most from the
Depends on what the benefit is. If they're just trying to get... That could be rather literal.
Carnage.
Yeah. But then it can't just be money, because they would have had equal. There would have been worth in them taking the farmers' beasts of burden. They would, rather than just attacking them, they would have stopped them on the road, threatened them, and then taken both their food they planned to sell, and they would sell it elsewhere, and their horses. Instead, they killed the horses where they stood, because a horse can, if you take it to another town and sell it, could fetch good money.
Yes, a good mule can sell well. A carriage is useful. They took the lighter objects that they could stash away, but there are
more, and that seemed more opportunity than anything.
Yes, I would think so.
Well, the other question then is it possible that the food was left for somebody from town to come out and steal?
Potentially, but if that was the case, then why not just have the food delivered to the town in the first place?
Well, we can always check on the way back.
We can check. I worry, for there are many less scrupulous beings in this world that take payment in blood rather than coin, and a good bit of blood has apparently been spilled at the hands of these folks at the request of someone else. I perhaps it's my inclination to worry about the nature of such.
As the bandit that's just passed, have they got any sort of weird necklace symbol type things on them?
Not that sticks out. No, there's no like cult emblem or guild emblem or anything
So
like
there's
that.
nothing that basically would allow, say, somebody murdering somebody, the blood that was spilled by them to be passed on to somebody else.
Nothing like that, no.
Hirelings, such as this, are rarely cultists themselves.
Right.
Sometimes they go hand
Well,
in
I'm
hand.
going to suggest
but,
then as we turn the camp over that we have a look for anything that looks interesting, not just financial retribution.
So there will be some random
Birdies.
again.
Well, you have some counterlines to get rid of that.
But well, you got the last hit, so you can draw me a look card. So just draw me a card from the deck.
I did tell you to draw a card, but he didn't. Hang on a minute. Draw one. And that. And this time, that's a 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds.
Okay. Okay. So items that could be paid, I'll type it into the Roll20 chat. Yeah, so there is standard leather cap. So yeah, you find a studded leather cap that seems to be in pretty good condition compared to most of the stuff that bandits have. What strikes you most is that the metal looks like it's covered in frost. And it seems a little bit cold to the touch. Definitely not
I'm not
natural.
going to stick it on my bum straight away. I think what I'm going to do is show everybody it and ask if anybody can tell me what it is.
Have I seen any relics such as this among the church's collections?
It's definitely like you take a look, you can find some runes that have been inscribed into the metal band.
Enchanted.
It tells you that it's enchanted.
Oh, well, this appears to be enchanted. I can't say whether or not it's to one's benefit, but generally, most enchanted items are.
Well, I suggest
Never
that.
quite know until you try.
I'm assuming there's going to be somebody in town. that can
There are
identify
enchanters
me.
on
yeah,
site.
yeah, yeah.
Just tell you what it is at the drop of a hat.
No pun intended.
Hat. Yes.
Yeah.
No, quite.
Right, well, I'm not going to stick it on my bonds. I'm just going to bang it in my backpack for the minute until we get it identified. Because
Fair. Okay. Annika, could you draw a card?
It went well
please?
last time. But it went badly this time.
It's not
No,
really.
no, it's all
bad to
something.
draw and like look tables. Yeah, so.
A set of robes you find tucked away somewhere in this camp. They're nothing special.
they just happen to be Annika's size.
They could be. They're probably more useful for you.
Yes, I'm just going to fold them up and stow them.
The amount of wounds Annika's been taking.
I have a lot of holes in my robe.
And Roddy, if you can draw
Holes.
last.
But these bandit garb.
Well, they're religious enough already looking at the
Three
amount
of
of holes in it.
spades.
It's some.
Oh, I did not take you for a jokester.
Yes.
30 groats.
Hooray!
Or would you rather a gemstone, Roddy?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll
So
take
my
a
inventory is
gemstone
full
then.
now because of that. Sounds great.
I'll take a gemstone, please, then. If that's alright.
A rough bloodstone instead of the 30 groat.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get something socketed.
There you go.
As for clues and the like of who the bandits may be working for, or like clues to where they came from, you find a stash of groats in one of the tents. The most sort of, well, the cleanest looking of all the tents, probably. And it's like a really simple chest. It's made of a black wood. And inside there are 100 groats that have been stamped. But they've been minted in Stone Shore.
Stone Shore.
Well, it looks like I might not have been too far off the bat.
You know something? Did anybody make a note on how much money we got last time?
You have 50 groats, yes.
We all got 50. It was kind of split evenly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just not written it down in the groat section at the bottom of my character card.
50, which is visible.
Drinking money.
Drinking money. You also have some bandit scalps.
On the bandit head.
Oh, speaking of, I should probably, and I hold up my sickle and just start going back to the bodies very morosely.
Yeah, you spend some time going through the camp, boss a few of the tents. They're isn't anything else of value here. Nothing else that seems to imply who their mysterious benefactor may be, other than the chest, which doesn't tell you much. You know there's a noble in the city. Paid them to cause carnage on the road.
We may have to ask around when we get back, but...
Well, isn't that a road warden's job?
True, I suppose we wouldn't be getting paid for it.
I can see what I could find out once we get back to the town.
I'd advise caution. Asking questions like that tends to end up... I kind of gesture at the bandits around us. This sort of thing.
Well, if I turn up dead, then you know that I got close, and that investigating what happened to me will probably lead you to whoever it was.
Do you have any next of kin? Anywhere you'd like to be interred?
A sister who is a nun in the temple.
Lovely.
Which one?
The Temple of Light.
Oh, okay.
The one true faith.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes.
You have to ask these things.
Well, I mean, when you're from where I'm from, the question of a true faith is kind of a little more complex. But, well, you know. I kind of look at Karen and Sigmund and just quickly stop talking.
Well, I'm going to suggest we might as well stay here till daybreak.
Yep. I suppose.
Try and
Where's
rest
that
up as
clean
best we
tent?
can.
Cool.
And after that, on the way back to town, see if we can still find the grain cart and cart it back so that the peasants have got something to sell to make up for everything they've lost.
Well, I imagine the birds might have gotten to it, but...
Well, we covered it up and everything, so it should be pretty safe.
Should be okay.
That's
But yeah, it seems like a good place to take a quick 5-10 minute break. I think Neil's going to be joining us for the second half of the session. But yeah, we'll take a few minutes for a quick comfort break, and then we'll be back with the second half of the session.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Yep, good to go.
All good to go.
Hello. Thank you for waiting. We're back. We've picked up a traveller on the road back here. Nice to have you for the second half now. So you camp in the bandit camp overnight. The rain sort of becomes a drizzle in the morning. There's not quite as heavy. The ground is quite slippery, but you can make it back to the roads easily enough. And then eventually you find the site where art was overturned. The grain, for the most part, is still okay. However, the heavy rain the night before has spoiled some of it, but there should still be enough there for the farmers to sell on and make a little bit of profit on it. Not as much as I would have from the full haul, but
Something's better than nothing.
something's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Other things that you would have found that are just like quest items, I suppose, would be you find the ring, the wedding band that belonged to the old granny's husband. As well as like the cap and robes and the gemstone that you found. And ropes that you found in the books. You're able to get back to the city. I'll be honest, the city watch are a little bit surprised
That we're back at all.
to see you come back. The captain of the forest gate is looking really astounded that you're here and you're alive and you're in one piece.
Why so shocked?
How vicious those bandits were. I wasn't
Is it
getting my hopes up.
Yeah, I overdumped them out in front of him.
well, they're not vicious anymore.
Yeah, no
I'm not
worries.
going to be here for a second.
I think in total you bring back 8.
Was like 8 or 10,
Something
I
like that,
think, yeah.
Let's say 10, let's say. Karen let you take some of them.
Thanks, Karen.
Or Karen.
Good money. Sorry.
Job description.
Usually.
Anyway. Yeah.
But the
And we did give her
Yeah.
some drugs.
Yeah.
The captain takes a look at all of them. He'll offer you 25 groats pay.
Okay.
Okay, so 250 in total. Not bad. Sure.
25 each, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. 250.
62 ropes and 50 whatever's left over.
Ah,
Yeah, that is a toll for coming through.
There we go.
okay.
Works out.
Yeah, 62 each.
112 ropes. Not bad.
Yeah.
It brings us to the end of the first part of this adventure. So I'm going to give you some XP.
Oh,
The fun stuff.
I'm going to give you 8 experience points.
okay. Now, this is where I have to... I think, is that enough to... Where the bloody hell is it? Is that enough to increase one of my... Isn't it 8 points you
8
need
points
to...
for
yeah.
execute, 4 for a
Yeah.
skill.
Oh, God.
And then there's, I think it's just 1 if you want to increase your like
Yeah.
multipliers.
One for
And then you can also spend 2 if you want to get additional comes up as well. I've yet to see anyone do that in any of the games that I've played.
Okay, I have to
It'd
take...
be more useful in a campaign than
In a campaign, it would be definitely more useful because, of course, we were really The game's up like before
Okay.
role playing. You could probably pick up.
I need to think about this because I would like to increase my, like, if I could increase my strength by one, or not my strength, my vitality by one, I'd be slightly, or, can I spend, so my multiplier, my mana multiplier is, what's it, 4, and my hit point multiplier is 2. So could I spend 1 point on my to get 2 more hit? Do that as well.
Yeah, so it'd be 1 point to get 2 more hit points, or 1 point to get 4 more mana. Yeah.
Shock. See, that'd be nice. This is tough.
But we're also moving into the sort of downtime, safe haven sort of mechanics. We are using the optional stress. So the way that you lose stress is through downtime activity. Things like snooze, make donations, spend time in prayer and flagellation within the confines. But it costs 40 groats per point of stress that you want.
Well, for
That's expensive.
XP spend, it's 1 groat per, right?
For what? Is it? For XP, yeah, it's
Okay, I think I'm gonna take a
As
skill.
am I. I'm grabbing Thin Blood.
Right. And a skill was how many points?
4.
4. Right, well I think this time, to try and make things a little bit
Very nice.
Very fun.
We've got a choice of traps that you can take to start with. You have caltrops, which does bleed damage, physical damage. Ball bearings, which can knock enemies down and slow them. It can make them clumsy as well, which makes it harder for them to hit you and stuff. Or you have noxious concoction, where you can
gas them.
afflict a load of enemies with
And how, well, that would just getting into the rules.
technically the poison lasts for 3 rounds if you are successful. Things like the caltrops and ball bearings inflict things like slow and stuff, which is no useful.
Very useful.
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 experience points
And I'm just spending all 8 on experience and 1 point of strength
Cool.
for myself.
Yeah, I'm spending 2 on HP, 2 on MP.
Yeah, so what's your new total HP?
Let me let you know, because I haven't actually done that myself.
I'm gonna say
MP will be 3.
Cool.
25 on the HP.
oh,
30 on MP.
I have 30 mana as well,
Hey.
and I might.
Yeah.
But I do have a very nice new skill, Ignition. I snap my fingers and create a flame on a thing or
Where
person.
my skills are.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just needed something a little
Oh,
bit more.
Disciples Might.
I needed something a little bit more combat friendly.
Oh, Disciples Might was fun.
That's a good one. That's
Because I have 26 hit points total, but I was down to 6, and I was like, I'm missing 20 hit points.
Yeah.
I do 5 extra damage.
I kill you harder.
Yes.
Cool.
Get healed. What's the benefit?
For your new hit point total, is it just
Nope.
it just goes?
No.
Wow.
If I chug a potion or get a healing with a healing spell,
That's
go
what
like,
about. Interesting.
You're buying a trap. Do you know what trap that you're picking?
Yeah, I'm buying the Noxious Concoction.
Noxious.
So that's 4 skill points. That leaves
Cool.
me 4. And then I think I get to stick it down before combat begins. With,
anyway.
You do that with all traps. Masterful setup, let's.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think that makes more sense to have.
yeah, you don't need masterful setup at the moment until you pick up some other
Yeah, you've
trap.
only got the one trap right now, so
Oh, right. So if I spent it on its points, because my multi is 3, 1 XP would give me 3 hit points.
Yep.
So for the minute, then in that case, I'm going to spend 3. I'm going to get myself an addition.
Cool.
I
26.
told you there to do the maths. And I'll spend 1 on magic points. So that'll give me, what, another...
No, 4. You've got 1 in wisdom, and the stalker starts with 3s.
Oh, so I'm getting another 4 MPs. That's great.
how much?
Right, that's just your strength that does that.
No.
So in total, spent
How
21.
much am I looking at?
We will get.
Is the value 75? Do I just get the value back, or
You'll get half of that
cool? Sounds good.
round down. Backfish, you've got 1 in wisdom as well, don't you?
I do, yeah.
So you'll actually have 32 mana.
Oh,
Because your wisdom increases your MP multiplier
Okay,
by
yeah.
1.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm studying my character to be someone who might be keep him safe
Yeah,
and his allies.
there.
That was our elementalist in the test play for sure.
Just to double check, the skill that I've gone for, the
Yep.
Noxious suit, that's my suit, which would be clubs, correct?
Yeah, so clubs, yep. Yeah, it blends as well as poisons with us.
Debating on picking up a buckler.
Buckler. Yeah, you can buy some equipment as well.
I'm torn between,
Or
because a buckler will be most of my remaining money, or I can grab a belt and maybe cook off a stress.
Yeah, I was
Belts are
thinking
good, but I've only got-
very
I've-
quick
arms equipment at page 90 starts on.
Arms and equipment.
Yeah, what color could be useful?
I'll only have like 20 groats left to my name. Whereas I could get like a one leather belt and have enough left over to burn off one stress. 2 stress and 2
That's
fine.
okay.
I actually might get a round shield instead. Well,
So wait, there. Well, I thought
Yeah.
we each had only 112 groats. Didn't we get 50?
I got a bit more because I got some robes I sold.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so counter lets you do more counter damage. Defensive allows you to adjust your reaction to this.
I'm a bit short on dexterity right now, so that might be more useful, especially if I'm going to start going more sanguine stuff. I want to keep my HP up.
So if I got a warm leather belt that has a capacity
Oh, 2 potions,
roll
yeah.
2 potions, then yes. Eat for things like food and lodgings and stuff.
So lodgings. That's fine. And so, the annual cost as much as you have spent experience points. As long as you're in town. So you guys should all be at what, 21?
Yes.
21
Right.
votes. No, that'll be your
Oh,
duration in town.
Right, and how many groats
Yeah.
did we get in total?
While you're doing your downtime.
That's that's us staying at the inn or wherever we're staying. I think I'll probably stay at the temple. To
Okay,
be honest.
then I
And then eating during the day, and it also kind of almost covers that we might be doing other non-adventuring work while we're there. So everything ticks over, kind of idea.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, I will be holding off because I do not have enough for both a belt and lodging for the time we are in town.
How much more do you need? I've got 16 left. I can spot you. I've paid for my XP stuff already.
Well, if I'm going to be spending 21 groats on lodging and so forth for our time in town, and I have 112, so that's 21 minus 112 is 91, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can
I'm
spot you 10.
9 groats short to
But
get
then
my worn
you need to
leather
pay for your lodging as well.
belt. Yes, you also need 21 for your lodging. So
That is.
if
true.
anything, I think I'll be loaning you some money for your for your lodgings.
You might be right.
Did you split the 100 groats that you found in the black box?
I didn't
assume that
find
was part
Sigmund
of-
found those.
Yeah,
So,
I thought. Yeah.
that's Sigmund's choice.
Yeah, we would have. Aye.
Delightful.
So yeah, each
that
of you
would
have
be
you've got an extra
additional
25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All
then
good.
in that case, I have more than enough then to purchase a leather belt for 100 groats. And I have 37 remaining, which is enough for my lodgings while we are in town. Exciting maths.
Exciting, man.
Mathematics.
That is
Taking
what
off my
TTRPGs are about, tricking people into doing maths.
Second part of session 2 is
Mathematics session. Woo.
And did you say it was 40 to get rid of a point of stress?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be spending 40 to get rid of 1 point of stress then.
So brings you down to
Just to ask a silly question here, but are there any shields for archers available?
no, but You could try your luck at the enchanter and see if they've got any enchantment runes.
Don't forget, you need to
that
find
will-
out what that hat you've got is.
Oh,
McFeach is able to tell.
McFeach was able to, because my traits are scholar and occultist, and
Oh,
being an
that's right.
elementalist, I was able to identify that it has a ice rune on it, that when you wear it and you strike somebody with an attack, your weapon does additional cold damage.
Very nice.
Yes.
I'll see if the enchanter has anything that will give you some extra protection.
Archers can't use a buckler now.
No.
No, the closest thing that would be available would be a Pavis, but I don't know if they're
Yeah, they're not. They're not in. Maybe in an expansion. But yeah. You might be able to find some protective enchantments from the enchanter. If you're looking for a little bit of extra protection. Also, if you want to keep the helm, it will give you some extra armor as well.
yeah. What's the helm's value?
Ooh, now you're asking, because it's enchanted, it's a bit pricier than your typical studded helm.
Whilst I do see the point of keeping it,
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to have the money more at the minute.
So, a helm would typically, you could buy a helm for 100, but you're selling one tends to go for half the amount.
But this is an enchanted helm.
This is an enchanted helm.
And also, it was really well designed, so it works as the perfect accessory with every outfit. That's the true enchantment, actually.
The enchantment that's on it is a fairly strong one. So 8 times 20. So you'd be able to sell the helmet for 260 groats.
Yeah.
It's not shabby.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but we can sell the helmet at any point.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's a very good enchantment. That's going to give you a little bit more punch.
And also, the helmet will add to your armor as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
to
you'll
be
feel.
honest, I think what I'm going to keep the helm.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm going to do in addition to that is I'm going to have to buy a belt.
Okay. Yep, for potions and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm McFeach is also buying a belt.
Cool. Get a belt easy enough.
I'm just trying to check. Potions are 25, aren't they?
Yeah.
Any chance of haggling that down?
I think I tried to do that once with an old character, with my playtest character, because they had streetwise for a treat. So, you know.
Yeah, I don't. No, you've not got any traits that will help you with it, but it would be a wisdom test if you want to try and haggle it down.
Yeah, I'll give it a wisdom test. Let's screw it. So I need me to draw a card?
Yeah, draw your free card.
Oh, that's one of them.
Cool. You're looking for 12. Oh, there we go. You're out of combat, so that Joker is pretty much free.
Yep.
Free passes.
Oh well, might as well go with it. Use it.
Cool. Yeah, so you get to talking with the alchemist in town. You're an outdoorsy person, you're a hunter, you're a woodsman, you know a little bit about maybe herbs and stuff like that. Enough to impress the alchemist. You're a little bit older, you're a little bit rugged as well. So she'll knock
5 groats off the value of your potion.
Sold. And I'm left with the mighty 1 groat.
I'm just as far as
So does that mean? Okay.
No, I've taken the lodging money out.
Pay that off
Did
first.
that first.
alright. Yeah, I'm going to re-up the health potion that I used during the adventure, and then I might get more stuff later on, but I'll hold on to that for now, I think.
And in gear, I've got to write the... There's the gear bit.
First page of gear.
Right. Okay. Helm. Right, there we go.
Leather helm of Tundra. Or Tundra helm if you want to shorten it. It will give you 2 armor rating, but no elemental resist.
During the break, I pulled up.
The rating you said
2.
3.
Armor rating 2. Yeah.
Yep. And the traits are
Cold damage plus 3.
Oh, that's not to be sniffed at.
So that combined with your leather armor give you total armor rating of 4. Town. You can all recover your health and mana too.
Well, hey.
You spend a few days. Kevin said that she would investigate, see if she could get the names of any nobles who are like paying the bandits or want to cause trouble in the city. However, before she can come back to you with any information, or the rumour mill starts circulating that a wealthy merchant was killed just on the edges of the Forest of Tears. Like, servants who managed to get back to town tell what happened, that a beast came upon their cart as they were going through, about to reach. But the rumours have sort of spun out of control since then. Like, there's people saying that the beast was like 12 foot tall and had like 6 arms and horns, and others are just saying it's a band of like cats and owls and stuff. Others say it's a pack of wolves. But no one can really say for sure what the beast looks like. You're all here with information like second, third time. But like during your time in town, like Kevin's investigating, she'll probably spend some time investigating. So she's available for you to ask questions if you would like.
Just an aside, have we seen the family that came here after the attack, we seen him around.
Yeah, you would have came back, you would have gave them whatever grain there was
The
left.
grandmother gets the ring as well.
Okay. The grandmother will take another ring out of the little pouch on her belt. Can you draw 2 cards from me, please?
Pays to be kind. Tempted to Moirai that, but
And if yeah.
I think we just got
The ring is interesting. You can almost feel the heat radiate off it as she puts it into your hand. And when you open your hand to look at the ring, it's holding like a red, faintly glowing orb in its hands.
well,
I,
grandmother, I didn't take you for an occultist.
my husband found it when he was out hunting one day in the future. You know, for the grandchildren.
Of course. I'm sure that's worth more than its weight in gold.
Far more sentimental.
Precisely. Well, rest easy that your beloved and your dear departed are finished. I will do the kindness of accepting this gift. Thank you very much.
And you're welcome.
I'll just clasp hers. Go in the light. Grandmother, be safe.
Shuffle off. So the ring, if you present it to either...
Yeah, immediately turn around to MacFiac. What's this?
Okay, well, looking at it, can I tell anything about it?
So it is a most definitely enchanted ring. A little bit rarer than maybe even the helmet that you found, as it contains 2 enchantment runes etched into the inner band. The first one is easy enough for you to read, being an elementalist, as a pyre rune.
Pyromancy is one of the skills that I have training in as well.
So this ring will do a similar function to what the helmet does, but instead of cold, it will inflict
Burns.
fire damage.
Interesting.
But the other rune is a little bit more curious. It's like a trickster style rune, or the rune of the ambusher, as it's known by enchanters, which mechanically allows you to adjust the target number to hit an opponent if they are lower than you on the initiative.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, so it's good if you're quick.
It's pretty tasty. Okay.
But it's called the Ring of the Imp, because the name is easy to sort of uncover due to like it's a ring of trickery and fire. So like
Who's fast?
Not me. I have a dex of 0.
You and me both.
I assume either Gwyll or Sigmund.
I got a dex of 1.
Sigmund, are you fast?
Not
Are
in
you
particular.
strong?
I am more, Sigmund is more. I'm more strong and
Yeah.
steady. Yeah.
Well, then perhaps we should give the ring to Gwyll. What do you think, Annika?
I would, if it, best used in quick hands. Though I will point, Gwyll does tend to take his time with firing sometimes.
Yes, he does.
In terms of initiative,
Well, thanks very
Annika
much.
has had the best luck.
I have consistently
Yeah.
had very high initiative.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was wondering if it'd be better for Annika to have it personally.
I mean,
The old woman did
The
give
way
it
that,
to you,
I mean, you're
so
doing well
it
on
is.
the
Yeah.
luck, but you're not
True.
doing so well on the hitting.
Yes, I suppose I
Yeah.
could do with a bit more panache. All right, well, I'll
yeah.
keep it to myself for the time being, and we'll see how it goes. And Gwyll, if you feel like having a trade, we'll happy to have that discussion. And I put it on, and then go, oof, my
Right.
hands all
You can
toasty.
feel the heat
The
radiate
thing
from
is,
it.
like, the aimed shot skill is specifically your initiative drops.
Move it.
So that's where
Yeah.
it's maybe not as handy, because
That's what I'm thinking.
Will has a way to make up for that.
Yeah.
Like, he's dropping down to be lower than them in order to
Hit
hit them
harder.
better, hit them better
Yeah.
already.
That's true. Yeah. This will work. We'll give it a
yeah.
try.
But,
Thank
yeah.
you, grandmother.
The
Ring of
fifth
the-
or sixth night, you're in the Inn of the Lost Lamb, having some drinks, some food. Karen, the roadman, comes in. It's fall, it's harvest season, so there is rain. It is a little bit bitter at night and first thing in the morning. She kind of shakes the rain off of her cloak and hangs it by the door as she comes and takes a seat with you. Be having a peaceful rest since her encounter of the bandits.
Yes, well recovered by now.
Yes, generally. Just, there are an awful amount of people here who need guidance, so I've been a little busy, but otherwise, well rested.
Still haven't uncovered any names, suspicious or otherwise, amongst the city's nobility to give you.
Even if you did get a name, what could we do? We're not exactly nobles ourselves. We do not have influence in court.
There's three outcomes if I even did find out the name. I lose my job. That's the best case scenario.
Yes.
I'm ousted for some made up reason or another and forced to leave the city.
It's not as bad as it seems, really. I know it sounds bad, but, you know.
Or I catch a knife in an alleyway or on a road sometime and no one ever finds out about it.
More likely. Though, have you heard, there's a curious rumour going around about, I believe, a wealthy merchant taking something of a spill recently?
It's been the news all around the city.
Something I wouldn't have minded doing beforehand, which is probably going to sound a little bit weird, but I should have mentioned this before, was I was wondering about hitting some of the aromatherapy perfume shops and to see if they can match anything that's particularly on trend to nobles at the minute.
Okay,
Good idea. Yeah.
With they sent a spring scent, didn't they?
Something floral, yes.
Yeah, something
floral.
floral.
Floral spring.
Springtime, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen, we'll dip into that before we finish the session off. We'll go draw some cards for the investigation. Karen, to be honest, in my opinion, the merchant had it coming.
Karen, my goodness. How could you say such a thing?
Who's the merchant
were they
been
known
doing?
for? Yes, were they trading something illicit?
That particular merchant, he was one of the first to arrive into the city talking about a beast in the wood. As we found out from the bandits, whether it's true or not, they said that there wasn't a beast until after.
How many people, excuse me, Karen, have actually claimed to have seen the beast with their own eyes?
Now that you ask, the boy that arrived with the news of the merchant's death was the first one to
Ever?
give a description. Everyone else that talked about it before we went out hunting it just talked about some great beast that was so fast and monstrous that they barely got a look at.
The lad who's claimed to have seen it properly, do you know what description he gave of the creature?
Could take you to the lads in the forest gate. That's the gate that he came in from.
I mean,
They could maybe
did
tell
they
you.
get a drawing of it?
Troy. You expect.
Sad
Yeah,
but true.
You never know.
I'm looking for
Sounds true.
a description free of exaggeration and embellishment, if possible.
Then
I don't know if you're going to get that among stationary guards.
No.
you'd want to speak to the boy directly then.
Is the boy still in the city, do you know?
He's been deep in his cups and the unlucky ace.
Of course.
How much does it
yes.
cost? Can anybody actually draw, or are we going to actually have to look to see if we can get an artist in to create something?
Honestly, if I could just speak to the boy directly, that would possibly be enough to
Pinpoint
hopefully tap into my studies.
something. Well, we could-
And as a hunter, if it's a common beast, or I might be able to point to a specific type of creature that way.
Yeah.
I've read a lot of records of certain creatures. If it's any that fall under that kind of barrier, I might be able to pinpoint it. I do hazard to ask why we're bothering.
Honestly, these creatures have always been an interest of mine. I've spent many years studying them, but also I am wondering if it even exists or not, or if it's perhaps some fabrication that has been created to hide illicit activity or to control the movement of people.
And also, if it is a beast and it does exist, it pays.
Well, coin is one thing, but McPhee, I admire your curiosity. That's enough to get me interested. So, we can talk to the lad, presuming that it was the beast that killed this merchant. Karen, you said the merchant was among the, if not the first, to come bearing tale of this beast, yes?
He was.
And yet the beast didn't reveal itself, air quotes, reveal itself, until after the death of Lord Finlay.
Well, the bandits say, but we had 3 or 4 reports of it before Sir Finlay decided to put on his armour and go hunting for it.
Odd to come to town bearing a tale about a beast killing people, and then end up being killed by the beast. You'd think he'd be more aware.
Well, you think he would have avoided going out into that
Um,
area.
There's always money to
Especially-
be made, as you say.
Yeah, it's suspicious that he would venture back into the same place that he told us that the
Suspicious.
monstrous beast was.
Suspicious or stupid, both are just as possible.
Could you look into his dealings and see if he's received any unusual payments?
Presumably any coin that he had, he took with him. He'd probably want to investigate the cart that he taken.
Has it been brought in, or is it still roadside?
It will still be roadside.
Of course.
He probably. The notion that a beast is hunting near the forest might be enough to put some people off looking for easy money, but
Yeah,
One
no
would
one's
hope.
going near it right now.
might not want to waste too much time before you investigate that.
Oh crap! Did we
shall we-
accidentally? Was the cart the cart to do with the people that we saved, or is
No,
the cart
no.
No, separate.
It's the merchant's own cart.
Oh right, okay.
Yes.
Should we maybe go to the merchant's cart, examine it for any clues, and then head to the what's it called? The unlucky duck.
The unlucky ace. Dennerville repute down by the docks.
Wretched place of scum and villainy.
Well, I'm assuming that the lad will still be there, whereas the cart might not.
For the comparison in names, we're currently having drinks in the Lost Lamb.
Yes. I would not necessarily bet the young lad would live long if he's deep in his cups in the unlucky ace.
That's a valid point, Annika.
Yes.
Perhaps we should talk to the boy first.
We're already here, and the
Yes.
cart will be a walk.
That's true.
Better to confirm things. A conversation might not take too long.
Yeah.
Well, should we travel to this other
Certainly. Just
Dennerville repute?
kind of turn to Sigmund. Caution around the proselytizing. The folks in these sort of
Yes.
places don't quite,
Oh, I'm familiar with the clientele of the unlucky ace.
Very good.
That's-
Very good.
The Brother of Light said it's down by the docks. It's Dennerville repute. I don't think my accompanying you will benefit you in
favours?
any way.
Perhaps.
Being, a sign of authority within the city.
No.
But the
don't
thought is
think-
kind, Karen.
With
thought
the
is kind.
exception of Sigmund, I don't think any of us could be mistaken for signs of authority.
It depends on who you ask.
Just try not to shed too much of any blood on the docks tonight.
If we do
Was
it
a little
with
more
self-
sort of
With a salt of discretion.
we will only do so in self-defense.
You do so well. Discretion is.
Of course.
If there's no body, then there's no crime.
Of course.
And there's an awfully empty ocean just outside the door.
Well,
the
friends,
docks.
shall we? Yes.
It's a reasonable walk. It's a decently large city. Especially since the boss land's in the north quadrant.
I've got
This
the
is like
map up on one of my monitors.
the south east.
We get to walk through the town square, which has got the docks in it.
Your pillories, yep.
Pillars.
Which there's a few people being held in like stocks in the town square. For ferry, they've got like rope around their neck with wooden signs around them for whatever the crime might be. It's mostly minor, public nuisance, theft, drunk and disorderly attacking a member of the city guard.
And they're dead for it?
They're not dead. They're in stocks.
Oh, that's alright then.
You know, there for all the rotten foot pelting that you want.
Yeah, the one that has the sign around his neck for attacking a member of the city guard has like two black eyes and looks like he's had a bit of a beating, but the other ones are,
just
just
gonna
dirty
let-
and dishevelled.
I just roll my eyes across a couple, pull a couple cards, and just go, well, saw that coming.
But eventually you get down to the docks. You can hear the noise and boisterous atmosphere of the unlucky ace. When you step inside, there's people gambling, they're playing cards, they're playing dice, they're drinking, there's a band playing. The place is dimly lit. It doesn't take you long, though, while everybody else here seems to be enjoying themselves and
Oh,
indulging
fun.
in vices. There's a boy who's maybe barely in his 20s, like 18, 19 years old. You can see a number of empty mugs around him at the table. The clothes that he's wearing look like they might have been fine at some point, but they're now he's been wearing them too many days. They're dirty, dishevelled. And you can see that he's got a big blooded bandage around his upper arm.
Wonder where he got all the groats for the drink. Who wants to have a word with them? I mean, we can all go up, I suppose, but perhaps someone particularly non-threatening should have a chat, or particularly threatening.
Well, if we're saying non-threatening, perhaps yourself and myself.
You have the knowledge, by the sounds of it, yes.
And you have the charm.
Oh, please. You'll make a lady blush. My goodness.
I think we've established I'm not the talkative type.
I suppose. We have a couple of those in the group, and my eyes just fall to Sigmund.
Yeah. And when he does talk, oh boy.
Well, there you are. Yeah, I mean, good. My word. I will remember that for many. In fact, I have been remembering that for several nights. Oof.
Seal in theory.
Yeah, just I close my eyes and I see glowing silver, which makes a change from the burning red. Right. You and I then, McPheoch?
Lead the way.
All right. And I'll yeah.
As soon as you get close enough for the table for him to take notice of you, he doesn't even look up. Like, in a very flat and defeated voice, "Bugger off, you vultures. I'm not telling you where his caravan is."
I'm not here to take, dear friend, only here to give. It seems your cup run dry. How about I add a cup for you on top of what I'm getting for myself and my friend?
Buy me a drink or not, I'm still not going to tell you.
I don't expect you to. I don't need to know anything about the location of the caravan. Tender?
I'm going to be stepping off to one side at the back with my back towards the wall, keeping an eye on anybody that's paying careful attention to my two friends that are now chatting with the lad.
Appreciate your observant eyes. Dear, and I look over at McPheoch, what will you be having?
Whatever you're having.
Very good. I look to the tender. 3 of what the young gentleman's enjoying.
They disappear. They come back with mugs that are full of. When you give it a sniff, it's like a cheap, strong wine that's in the cup.
Reminds me of my young days in the clergy.
Like this sort of wine that young teenagers buy here.
It's Buckfast, Andy, isn't it? It's Buckfast.
Yeah. Buckfast.
Yeah.
A strong tonic wine.
Good stuff. So yeah, I'll just slide one towards the young man, take a sip of mine, wrinkle my nose, try to pull it off.
It tastes like licorice mixed with lost hope.
Malt vinegar, my goodness. So yeah, I turn to the young man. I won't lie to you, young man. I have heard of why you are in town and what events brought you here. I'm not one of the faith, but I am as much one who will endeavour to bring peace and guidance when needed. You seem to be perhaps in need. And I don't, before you are concerned, this will not cost you a single groat.
looks down at his belt. But I don't have much left.
Well, I'm sure that some peace will help you rest your head easier tonight. If I may, rumour has it that you were attacked by a certain creature which roams the woods. You might
You
be
see
the only
him-
person who's ever actually seen the damn thing.
See him kind of raise an eyebrow. I'm going to take a wisdom test from you. What traits do you have?
People Seer and Faith's Outcast. I can try and leverage People's Seer as part of the bargain here.
Yeah.
Should I do should I draw cards as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
A
that.
wisdom test. I don't think any of your traits will apply
No, they
particularly to
won't.
this.
No, I have a wisdom of 1, but I don't have
Okay.
any relevant traits.
So you'll be drawing 3 cards. Your target number is 12 to 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Ari, you're drawing 3 cards, but your target number is 11 to 15.
I have a wisdom of 1 as well.
Yeah, so you'll have. That's why you have 3 cards and the
Gotcha,
2
gotcha.
degrees. Yeah.
Let's see what we get.
Okay, so I
A 4, a 2, and a 2.
Oof.
I'm going to.
and I've gotten a 10, an 8, and a 5.
While we're in town, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn.
That's a 13.
I got a 13, but
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then. I was gonna cast the bones, but if you've passed, I'll take that.
Okay. But yeah. Annika, you're doing all the talking. You're trying not to, step on any toes, make him too upset. He's already quite defensive, and like the moment you mention the beast, McPhee, you see a look in the boy's eyes, a recollection, and pained expression that he tries to hide, but not from you.
Am I getting any idea as to who he's trying to hide from?
That's McPhee. If you,
I was only spotted it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not gonna say anything right now. I want to see how he's reacting to Annika and the conversation.
why would you want to know about the beast? You think you're going to go out there and hunt it down?
Look at me, darling. Do I look like a monster hunter? Like I said, I bring peace and guidance to the people who, much like myself, can't turn to certain people of light. If I'm going to do that, my role requires that I know about the comings and goings and happenings around. You're not the first one to come by with stories of attacks on the road. If I'm going to help the people of this fine, fine place, I'm going to need to know the kind of thing that's ailing them. And, as I say, you might be the only person who's actually stood face to face with this thing.
McPhee, again, still rolling on your success with the wisdom. When Annika mentions he wasn't the first one to come back with stories of attacks on the road, you notice him tense up. I'm going to ask for a wisdom test from Gwyll as well.
Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're starting to draw some attention.
For
So
reference,
you've got-
I'm just kind of idling by the bar, but just now.
Yeah,
really
so
getting
Gwyll,
much
you've
or
got
anything.
3 cards for your wisdom test. Oh,
Sigmund, professional lurker.
The thing is, with how kind of dyed dark on my robes and stuff, I probably don't actually stand out that much. in
Yeah,
this
you
place.
probably...
yeah,
Slide
yeah.
by.
You don't
Kind of
immediately
blend-
jump out as a member of the faith.
Yeah, I probably blend in a little bit with some of the clientele.
Compared to me who's wearing, like, faith robes, but they're
Yeah.
messed up to hell and back.
So, yep, Gwyll, draw me 3 cards, please.
Okay then. There's one. There's two.
Ooh, there it is.
Ooh.
And there's a third one.
Is that your suit?
No, it's
Oh,
your suit,
diamonds.
unfortunately.
Yep.
Damn.
But yeah, you're watching
I
the
just realised
conversation,
That means if I
Kinda.
did cast the bones, I would have got that. Oh well.
but you are mostly paying attention to the other patrons in the bar. And there are two tables that stand out to you that seem to be taking a keen interest in this conversation. One table is a group of ruffians, not too dissimilar. They seem to be paying attention, but the group that stands out more to you is like this is a den of ill repute. Doesn't necessarily mean it's all criminals and
Some people like that.
working class in this. And it's a table of nobles who are indulging in some fine wines, probably imported from across the sea, who are playing cards with a deck of cards that aren't all beat table, who seem to have slowed the pace of their card game down a little bit to listen into this conversation.
Hang on, what's a place like this doing with posh wine?
It's a place on the docks that smuggles all sorts of stuff.
Can I
Yeah.
notice anything to help identify who?
Coming to a place like this,
Sniffle of them.
Coming to a place like this, they are all wearing kind of black and earthy tones, but the quality of the
So
no
no
heraldry or insignia, but like
insignia, but yeah, but
Be silly too.
yeah, they're still wealthy. The amount of groats that they have on the betting table.
Is there any
Says it
of them
all.
that seem to be in charge of the others or more affluent than the others?
Not really, not that you can tell with just a regular success.
Right, because what I'm going to do then is I'm going to be making a note of them, and if track back to where they go to,
Okay.
but I'll be doing it extra on the quiet and sneaky, and
I would hope
just
so.
that we can have an avenue of investigation
yeah.
available.
Yeah. Back to the
So,
conversation.
I know
McFate, you've
Council
noticed the boy
Bamber
tense
Alice
up.
said that other people have seen things on the road, yes?
Yeah.
Leaning in is these are dangerous lands we live in now. There are many threats to those around, many beasts. So I guess you probably are very fortunate that you saw this creature and lived to tell the tale.
One of a sheer few ever impressive.
It sort of looks between the two of you now. Those going to be scarred. Both.
Well, who among us doesn't carry spiritual scars? And if you look around, and I gesture around the room, physical scars are just as.
You're really not interested in the growths
Oh,
that
heavens.
my master might have left them.
I once came from a rather wealthy family. I gave it all up. What need have I for coin when there's more to find a wealthy merchant's caravan to rob I would be among the banditry outside the walls. And there were those bandits, but there aren't any more. For now.
Can I ask what makes you different to others that you survived this beast?
Sort of names of people who've come up against creatures such as that and have fallen is longer than any parchment. The list of ones who've survived such encounters, well,
Their names are usually in song. Should your name be in song?
and litany.
My name doesn't deserve to be in song. My,
Brave Sir Robin.
we barely entered the forest when it came upon us. Me or even the horses or it wasn't stupid based, it wasn't like pack of wolves just desperate for a meal or
It had intent.
intent. Yes. It was tall, larger than most men or women. Maybe 7.5, 8 foot. Seen them and as red as the fairy blood that he points to the blood-soaked bandage around his arm.
And when you say armor, do you mean an insect or a crab or something?
Twisted mockery of a knight.
Did it... McFig, please, you're the expert.
Did it have weapons, or did it rely on fang and claw?
There was no claw or thing that did this. But bigger than any that I've seen.
And did this armor include a helm, or did you see the creature's face?
The face was... The helm and the face were one and the same. There was features there twisted and anguished by its tone. Due to all the smells and stuff going on around, couldn't quite make out how he smelled, but you can smell the urine.
I'm just gonna gently place a hand on his back and nod.
But it was after him. It didn't care for me. I got struck just as
And after your master fell, what happened next, or had you fled by that point?
fled by that point.
And it paid you no mind. It didn't look at you. It only had eyes for your master.
I understand.
Dear, there is no shame to be had in fleeing at such a sight. Do not hold that as a spiritual burden. You escaped with your life. Many are not so lucky.
I can tell you now, as somebody who has studied these creatures, if you had stayed, you would be dead. Without
Just so.
question, you would be dead.
Muscular blowhards around here would tell you that there's only honor in standing and fighting, but often that leads to one shallow grave.
There's Could you meet me another night? I have more to tell you, but you see him glance around the
More relaxed surroundings.
Somewhere more private.
do you have quarters in the city?
I have.
I'll come and see you tomorrow night.
Please. I hold a regular, presently, I hold a regular meeting there for people looking for guidance. You're welcome. And it's not a. It was an intelligent creature. Did it speak at all?
Didn't speak. I could.
Well, think less on it. You've been very helpful. Anything further, my dear? And I look over at
Not
Mafia.
be at peace. And I would like to get up, not leave, but just kind of step back into the crowd, because I want to wait and see if anybody else goes up to this lad now.
Sure. I'll put a couple more groats on the counter and just say,
No one gets up and approaches him. Some of those probably more a point for Bill. Some of the noblemen that he was watching will get up and leave, and you see work to the city street.
Based on that description and my own background as a scholar and occultist, does this sound like any creature that I would have read of in my studies?
Give me a wisdom test. You can apply both specialities. So you're going to get 4 cards. And you're looking for 11.
Okay. Alright.
there we
That is a Jack of Diamonds,
Yes,
which is
it
your
is.
Jack.
Ooh.
So that's a really, really good success. So you're definitely no mundane or
No,
lesser supernatural
this
creature.
seems
Or,
like some sort of fiend or devil. Maybe.
so, what strikes you as the description of it of being like a knight? X, I go relating to the faith and those who have fell from the faith, becoming corrupted in various ways. Some knights fall and they become corrupted, they become empty shells. This seems a little bit more the melding of the face and the armor and flesh and steel. This sounds like a possession. A demonic possession. Particularly a demon
And would
of
this
wrath.
be more likely to have occurred in somebody who had themselves perhaps fallen and was therefore susceptible to these
This
manner of
is
possession? Or just some poor soul who was...
accounts like this, from what you've read, tend to come when people of great faith and martial skill are betrayed, and instead of in the last moment or clemency or death or access to the afterlife or whatever they might believe in, the person has instead, in their hatred and anger,
invited something in.
invited something in.
Okay, so then I would obviously relay this information to Annika and say, I'd like to know more about this man who was killed by this being.
I was just thinking the
Perhaps Karen
same.
could tell us more.
Perhaps. I wonder. Lord Finlay. The beast only appeared after Lord Finlay's
Yes.
demise, but Lord Finlay. Interesting.
May Lord Finlay have done something to somebody to wrong them and cause them to damn themselves, or
Possibly. It could be related. Especially given what we found out about the bandits, there's definitely some sort of dealings going on.
no?
We don't quite have all the pieces.
Some around your heads. Probably pass the information on to Sigmund as well. Might stay a while to make sure the boy is okay before returning to the Lost Land. That seems like a good place to
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
leave off for the adventure. Cool. And then we'll quickly do a quick round. I know someone here has really big news
Yes.
to mention. But we'll start with Roddy.
I have various plans in place to get myself back online on streaming and stuff like that, but none are in the works yet as such. But find me at punkdrum77 over the internet, Twitter, Twitter X, whatever they want to call it, and Instagram and stuff like that. So
Mouser has dipped out because of eating cats.
There's the cats of. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, not
although-
muscle cats. Yeah.
Media handle is there on his portrait. You find that Thundermouser on Twitter. And then we have Neil.
Okay, so you can find me everywhere at Fayard. I do have some big news. I launched yesterday. I launched my Kickstarter. This is my attempt to bring my game Fayard to life. Could very much do with people's support on this. It's a project I've been working on for many, many years. Thank you, Andy, for sharing the link. And could really do with your support. It's got a number of tiers, quite full book. At the €30 tier, you get that and a PDF of a start adventure for party players levels 1 to 5. And then at the €40 tier, you get both of them plus a physical hardback version of the core rulebook and a GM screen. So yes, it is very exciting, and
Yeah.
hope you can find time to support it.
Awesome. Yeah, I've had time.
The folkloric energy. I mean, check out. Like,
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
to give it a look.
Definitely love the vibes of it. I have backed it, so yeah, I really enjoyed my little session of Fair and Adventures. I'd like to run using it, so
Awesome.
Roddy, you may end up.
yeah.
Watch this space.
I have a way look, but not
Oh,
at the moment.
oh
But
God. Yeah.
Oh,
next
yeah.
payday, which is like a week, I'll have another look.
Thank you very much.
I just
Awesome.
I don't want to tempt myself right now.
And last but not least, Queen of Tea.
I am the mistress of Queen. I'm the Queen of Tea. I'm the Tea of Ariane, better known as at Lucky Leaf Teas on pretty much every social that exists. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, which is where I'm most active. Blue Sky, where I'm probably least active.
And TikTok, which I'm interested in, kind of. Check out luckyleafteas.com for delicious teas and herbal
Blends, which are ethically and sustainably sourced, and all inspired by wonderful tabletop role-playing game systems presently. Dungeons and Dragons 5e, but
Wednesday night seems to be a quiet night for tabletop role-playing actual players on Twitch, so I've got no one to read into.
I know. I think Dungeons and Dice Stress are running, but I think I might have finished.
Yeah, they started a little bit earlier than us. For everybody who's been lurking, it's always handy to have the numbers there, brings me, and I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next week to uncover a little bit more about what's going on in the city, what the beast actually is, or who they actually are. And we'll find out a little bit more about those nobles that disappeared from the bar, hopefully. All things good.
Sure, him wandering off in a dark alley on his own is perfect.
Won't end badly. Yeah, it won't end. And we'll catch you next